Hey, what's going on, you vegan investment queen? That's right, I still do not like playing the Owls in the Raging Bolt, but it's definitely the better way to play Raging Bolt. If you're trying to be competitive, you should be playing the Noctowls, but I don't enjoy playing Raging Bolt that way. I'm just trying to go fast. I'm just trying to be aggressive, draw prize cards on my first turn, going second, and that's what we want to do with this deck. That's what this build is built around. Choose second, attack turn one, run our opponents over is the name of the game with this build of Raging Bolt. So we got the 3 Raging Bolt, the 3 Ogre Pawn, of course. Pheasantipity. I got the Iron Leaves in here. We need a little bit of mobility card. And it's also like an okay attacker. It matters a little bit less in this build compared to other builds of Raging Bolt or the Noctowl build of Raging Bolt, because I feel like I build up energy and play more aggressively on the Ogre Pawns, but it's still nice to have that backup attacker, I guess, up against like Grimmsnarl and Charizard. But it really isn't here for the mobility of the Rapid Vernier. There's a lot of Maractus shenanigans going on right now. And one thing cool that you can do with this build, we are still an Area 0 build. I have 3 Area 0 in here. We want to try and find that aggressively, get it in play, go wide with our bench. Is then later in the game, if our opponent does Maractus, like, I don't know, Arladios, we have Area 0 in play. We can, as long as we leave a bench space open, which I hope we do, we can use Iron Leaves, put it into the active, then retreat it into our attacker for turn, and then play the Lavencia Stadium, which is my non-Area 0 stadium of choice, because it not only is it a non-Area 0 stadium that we can use to then bump liabilities off our bench, like then discard our Iron Leaves, but it also recovers energy. A couple of different stadiums you could play in place of this. You could play Cycling Road, you could play Beach Court, you could play, I think there was like Lively Stadium. There's even an argument for that. All of them have pros and cons, but I think the one we'll most consistently get value out of is Lavencia, to be able to recover lightning energy in the end game. So for an end game Raging Bolt, we can go Sada the fighting to the Raging Bolt, Lavencia get the lightning back, attach the lightning for turn, Raging Bolt's attacking, right? So that's why I went with Lavencia over all the other options. But the cool thing we can do with the Iron Leaves, like I said, no matter what stadium this is, Area 0 is in play, we use Iron Leaves, we play Lavencia, we bump Iron Leaves off our bench, and then we can put Area 0 back in play if they Maractus us again, and then Night Stretcher for the Iron Leaves and reuse the Iron Leaves, so we have like extra switch card to work with there. I do also play a switch. We do have the Latias in here, of course, but I do want a little bit of extra mobility in the deck. We're trying to be pretty aggressive on that first turn of the game, get our Raging Bolt, get our Baby Bolt into the active and start attacking. Got the Fez, like I mentioned. We do have the Slitherwing in here to help with Pikachu, of course, and KO Pheasantipity. It's nice as a one prizer for that. Squawkabilly as an option as well. We are an aggressive deck. 2 Squawkabilly could be worth it in here as well, because we are so aggressive. We're trying to get that first attack on the first turn of the game, but we reasonably often open with hands that can attack with Sada, or can get off a turn 1 attack with a Sada or a Crispin without having to use Squawkabilly. So I don't feel like 2 Squawkabilly is necessary. Also got the Iron Bundle in here, that turn 1 bench disruption card. Turn 1 attacking, using the Iron Bundle, forcing up that Pokemon off the bench. My last build of this did have Pokemon Catcher, and I think I maybe even mentioned in that video, Pokemon Catcher felt okay. They didn't feel like extremely good. It's like, oh, you gotta play these in this non-Noctowl Raging Bolt. They felt fine, and now that I played this build, we got the boss's orders, we sell the Prime Catcher, you got the Iron Bundle. I don't think we need Pokemon Catcher. You don't need to be like that aggressive. Usually we can put things together as the game progresses. And finally, let's talk about the 2 Mew EX. I'm sure some of you are wondering about it. It's just in here for draw power. You can use Restart multiple times during a turn. We could have 4 Mews on our bench, and as long as we can keep playing cards from our hand, we can keep using Restart. So yeah, just there in here for more draw power. We don't have that much stuff to fill on our bench with Area 0, but we still want a little bit more than 5 bench, ideally, to set up for those big late game, mid game Ionos that can be really disruptive, that we need to kind of draw through. And Mew helps with that as well, having multiple Mew in play. If we get Iono down to 2, we play one of the cards, we Mew for 2, we play 2 of those cards, we Mew for 2 again, and then we Pheasantipity after that. That's that many more cards we're seeing every single turn, potentially. And Mew is really important for draw power in general, up against those more disruptive decks like the Dragapults. So just getting it in play and not having to be prized is also a pretty big deal. But yeah, the double Mew is sick. Definitely would not cut it in a build like this. I've also been trying like double Mew and Joltik Box, which is definitely less good, but it's still like okay. But in this deck, for sure, the double Mew is the way to go. So that's the Pokemon for the supporter lineup. 4 Sada, 2 Boss, 2 Crispin. This felt great. Maybe a 3rd Crispin. There could be an argument for that, just to help us in that early game, get off that tournament attack more consistently. 4 Earthen Vessel, 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball for the search items, 4 Pokegear as well to help us find our supporters, 2 Night Stretcher for recovery. I went back and forth on a little bit of the recovery. I was playing no Night Stretcher at first, but then I started to add some Night Stretcher. I was playing 7 Basic Grass at some point. I had an Energy Retrieval in here, so still kind of fleshing out the counts of that, but currently at the double Night Stretcher, 6 Grass. A high Grass energy count did feel really, really good. The 7 Grass did feel good, but went down to 6, and I didn't notice too much of a difference, so I'm kind of chill with that. I have a Picnic Basket in here, alongside the Lavencia to be able to remove liabilities. I'm just trying to have options for the Grimmsnarl matchup and the Dragapult matchup, and trying to make it so they can't just beat us with like a bunch of spread damage. So Lavencia is cool. After we have Area 0 in play, we put Lavencia in play. We get to bump liabilities off our bench. And then the Picnic Basket is cool as well because we can also heal damage in a different way as well without having to bump our Pokemon off our bench. So I'm not sure. I'm not sold on the Picnic Basket in here. I'm definitely sold on Lavencia or at least some non-Area 0 stadium. But the Picnic Basket, I'm a little bit iffy on it, to be honest. And yeah, for the rest of the energy count, we have the 3 lightning, 3 fighting. And that's it. That's my build. That's my current take on No Owl's Bolt. Let's jump into some action and I'll show y'all how it runs. These. Consider that. This feels like a Squawkabilly hand, right? Well, it has to be a Squawkabilly hand. Do I attach the fighting active? I kind of want to. But I also want it in my discard pile. I could probably discard it, right? Yeah. All right. No, I need that guy. That guy's cool. It's a squilly hand. Yeah, I'll discard it. Discarding is probably better. Having Sada activatable through an energy type that I require is probably correct. Ooh, okay. Well, I have the Sada. But if this got Crispin, what would that change? I could get Iono'd here. All right, we got nothing. So now I just have to pass, right? I just pass with this in hand. Just playing this makes no sense. Dude, what a terrible draw. All right, pass. Where are my vessels at? What the heck? Like right now, there are some pretty good Noctowl decks. You've got Flareon. And there's another one, right? Flareon, Raging Bolt. Is there a third? There might be a third. EV Box, Raging Bolts. Is that it? Is there just 2? So if you're playing a deck that has a bad matchup into those decks, maybe consider including Terrabox. It's not a deck though. No one's playing Terrabox anymore. Like if you're playing, like Golden Go is unfavored against Raging Bolt. It's also unfavored against Flareon. If adding Watchtower fixes those matchups, sounds pretty good, right? So it just kind of depends. It just depends. What are people playing? What are you playing? And I don't have an answer for this meta. I don't know. The meta hasn't been fleshed out enough for me to really have a good answer, to be honest. Like, Watchtower seems good in Golden Go, because it could theoretically be good against 2 of your bad matchups, but I haven't tested it yet. But theoretically. Theoretically. We're getting theoretical up in here. Well, I guess getting Crispin here would be better, right? Oh my! He's done it again! Actually, do I want the fighting? Maybe I go Lightning Grass, actually. Lightning gets accelerated here. I attach fighting. Okay. Grass the hand. Lightning gets accelerated here. Attach fighting. Then I can cycle the grass off that guy. I don't really want to bench Fez yet, because they could bump this and that could make things awkward. What's the better Dragapult variant? Dragapult Nor or Pure? Definitely Nor. You need Dusknoir. Both Dragapult, I think Dragapult's just not that good right now. Both Dragapult builds I think are unfavored to Grimmsnarl. I think Grim beats both Dragapult variants. And then the non-Dusknoir build is unfavored. You need like the strong cheese power of the Dusknoir. You just need it. You need it. It's necessary. It's an essential. Yeah, it's just I think you just need it. The deck is so weak without. The deck is just not very powerful without Dusknoir. If you're playing no Dusknoir Paul, you're just like, you lose like everything. You're not beating anything right now. The deck sucks. It's just bad. All right, I think I actually play Crispin here instead. When I rip it off my Teal Dance again. Oh my. Oh. It's fine. I want them to be able to gust this and trap it. Just attach that. If I ever no, I think I want to break the item lock here, right? Yeah, I think breaking the item lock is correct. I still don't want to put Pheasantipity down because if they replace my stadium and hand shot me, I want this bench place to be a little bit more flexible than that. Could have bench bundle maybe actually though. That would have been like fine. Crispy. Mind if I do? Also, do you want to see my current Dustin Rivals Pidgey Dango build? I mean, you can DM it to me on Discord if you want, but... Grim is so strong against the 2 most popular decks, Pult and Guardy. Grim's pretty chill. Definitely a chill deck. I don't feel like Pult nor is bad against Grims, to be honest. That's what the... I mean, keep feeling that way. As a Grim enjoyer, I want you to feel that way. I want you to feel confident as a Pult nor player into the Grimmsnarl matchup. Don't overtech. You got it. You got it lined up. If you had that picnic basket, though, hold up, chill. Oh, I guess there was an argument to like boss Dracloak last turn, wasn't there? Maybe. What's a good partner for Dango these days? Just Iono, sure. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about our situation no matter what, to be honest. Was it Dreepy last turn? Or yeah, whatever, Dreepy. Just chase the energy, basically. Chasing the energy seemed pretty good. As a Grim player with 1.6 million games, Paul is free. You think Cyclone is fine as a Dango partner? Yeah, but it's fine. It's not good. Pidgey is best partner for Dango. Trust me. I'd rather play Pidgey out than the other guy for sure. Getting item locked again is pretty cringe. Do you have like this is all you do? Is this all your deck does is item lock? Pretty sad. Not gonna lie. Wow. Your deck's pretty cringe there, mate. Have 7 energy in play. Can they like win in 2 attacks though, or am I trolling? They can't, right? Not if I nuke when they're actives. I mean, you still have 7 in play? Yes, still. Is there any other healing options besides Picnic? If you play Area 0, you can play Stadium Bump, which like effectively heals stuff. Bravery Charm, or just a way to increase your HP as well. Bravery Charm, stuff like that, but there isn't any other good healing options. I think Picnic Basket is the best healing option. If they can with Dustin and Squawk. Yeah, but they can't do that anymore, because I'm going to take 2 prize cards next turn. So they need more turns than that, right? Like, at this point, they can no longer win into attacks. Well, as far as I can tell. Because they're going to attack with Dragapult. I'm going to kill the Dragapult. Then we're chilling. Would you play Turo or Penny in this first? In this deck, Turo or Penny? Probably Penny, right? I would assume Penny. Being able to recover the energy doesn't sound like ever like a bad thing. I mean, there's like situations where having it, I think on average, you'd rather have it in your hand than your discard pile, because you're probably going to have energy in your discard pile. You could make it so there's energy in your discard pile anyway. Would Secret Box be good in this if we switch to catchers? Or maybe like okay, I guess. Nothing crazy. Shining bright. Which deck do you expect to see Shaman in as a tech for NAIC? All the stage 2 decks. I don't see a reason, if you're a stage 2 deck, I don't see a reason not to play it just for the... I mean, it can be okay against Grimmsnarl. It's nothing crazy against Grimmsnarl. All right, that's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. They can KO both my Raging Bolts here next turn. That's a little scary. I can just use Ogerpon to win the game, to be honest. So I could like discard all my energy off both my Raging Bolts or something like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna grab double Mew here, I think. Let's go Mew Mew. Just draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, this Shaman is basically just a tech card for... I mean, I guess there could be an odd Water Pawn or two, but it's just basically the Raging Ball matchup, right? KO Nor here? No, if I KO their active, they can't use Dusknoir. It's the same thing. Well, I kind of want a Vessel, but I can't. I don't even know if double Mew's available. It is. Area 0. Boss. Do I actually always KO active here? What if I KO'd Fez? I think I just want to save Gust effects, right? But how do I discard here when I Bellowing Thunder? It's like... I definitely could lose this game still, to be honest. There's a grass in here. Wait. Go back? What are we doing? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't check my prize cards. Would you lose it if you don't KO active? They boss steal and KO 3. No, if I KO 2, I would KO Fez. Fez is still worth 2 prize cards. The same thing. Be fighting on one ball and lighting on the other. Oh, I guess sure, yeah. Do the split. Wow, this is still losable. Yeah, we never got our board. I just don't have enough. I don't have a ton of draw. I never had a turn under area 0 to go wide. I never had a turn to go wide because I just got Badooed and was never able to access my Pokemon. I mean, they should have the play here for sure. They should have the play for sure. Why this is still losable? Feels like you should be miles ahead. Dragapult's broken, man. Does too much. If I had a picnic basket here, though, picnic basket would have been pretty good. Picnic basket is probably better than the jamming tower, to be honest. If we're gonna play one of them. What's your opinion on Maractus and Grimmsnarl? It's pretty good. I don't know if it's worth including though. Everyone's like playing answers for Maractus cheese stuff. Like, I think the only reason to like everyone has answers for Maractus. I think the only reason to play Maractus is if you actually can win the game with it in the matchup. It's not good enough to just all right, all my gust effects went to the bottom of my deck. It's not good enough to simply it's not good enough to simply what am I trying to say? It's not good enough to simply... Can I win with Baby Ball here? No. It's not good enough simply to just use it to try and buy time in the mid game, I feel like. But I could be wrong. Maybe it can still buy you the time. Pretty good with like Frost Ice Monkey Dory, so. Do they not have game? No. I have one prize card left. If they pop Dusknoir, I win. That's on Dragapult with Rocket's Crobat EX. Dusknoir is still probably the way to go. I'd have to test it, but Dusknoir seems like it's still probably the way to go. But maybe the Crobat work. Maybe the Crobat does enough damage. Could be cool. Like maybe like a faster Dragapult list with Crobat that is built around getting turn 2 attack with Dragapult and then having follow-up Dragapults could be the way to go, to be honest. That could be kind of cool. Like you get Crystal back in there and stuff like that. Could be pretty dope. What do we got? Okay. What do I want bench space for? I could get something off Artisan. That's probably incorrect, right? Nice. Well, I mean, we're probably gonna win anyways, but good to get it over with quickly. As well, I thought, all right, maybe we should be more aggressive than that. Hold up, let's cycle an energy and see what happens. That feels like a Squawkabilly moment for sure. I think we're Squawkabillying. Ooh, hang on. I could check this for. I should have checked this for Crispin actually, because if I hit Crispin here, then I could have gone Attach Fighting Pass. Ooh. Can't really do that anymore though. I don't really want 2 Ogerpon on my bench immediately. Would kind of suck if I prize my other one, I guess, though. Is this restart worth it? I don't know. I could like play Ultra Ball. There's like a lot of things I could play here. I want more energy in my discard pile? Not really, right? Squawk and Seize. Okay, I mean, this hand sucks, obviously. What am I building up towards here? I think getting this guy online is probably correct, right? Or hang on, Iron Bundle is actually just insane here. Hold up. Bundle. The perfect bundle moment, just to make him work harder. I just go double Mew for draw power. Did I draw with one of the Mews? Oh, I did? Oh, what the heck? Alright, second Mew. No, cycling off this is... I might be correct. I don't really want to put this in play yet until next turn. Dude, this is so bad. Just pass, right? I could throw this out there. What are they going to do? Replace it? And then if I draw another areas here, I can replace it back. Sure. Alright. We have to hope. Will you resume the Master Ball League somewhere in Asia this Saturday? I will be, yes. Is Grim the best of the new set? Yes. Is this the same Pult you just played? No clue. Any replacement for the second Mew? I don't know. Second Mew. Yeah, second Mew. Third Mew. There's no such things as replacements in the Pokemon TCG. You just have to like play something else. I don't know. But a Great Ball. I don't know. I have no clue, to be honest. I don't know what I'd play. I guess there is. Like, all right, if I don't have Mew, what is the next best inclusion? It's like, well, if we're trying to replicate Mew as close as possible for what it does in the deck, I don't know. I can't think of it. There's nothing. The Mew is just... There's no such thing as a replacement for Mew. He just is him. Why 2 Mew? It's good draw power. It's good draw power. There's really no replacement for the Mew, to be honest. I don't know. Squall Vet? No, I don't think so. I wouldn't hit up the Vet for sure. I have one for my locals. I mean, you just have someone you can borrow one from. Just try and borrow one from somebody. Watch I keep losing their mind when they're 2 Mews. Bro, because nobody does the 2 Mews. Nobody does it like that, bro. Two of them? Are you kidding me? That's 2. That's 2 Mews. I honestly would like to draw into some basics here. Like if I could draw Latias here, that'd be sick. I kind of want to cycle. I don't want to like... I got to keep an energy for the Squawk though. Sada's good. I'm not going to bench this until I can Sada to it though. Then we just KO the Duskull. We KO Duskull here over a Dreepy. Because if I KO a Dreepy, they can have Fez, Dreepy, and Duskull. But if I KO Duskull here, if they put down Fez, they can't have access to Duskull. So we always go after the Duskull here. Also, they could... Now if they bench Shaman, once again, they have no Duskull, so... Yeah, Fez and Duskull, Shaman and Duskull. Duskull and Duskull. Fully limited. Mew squared. Dude, what about 3 Mew? Honestly, 3 Mew could be correct in here because we want 2 in play so often, maybe, that we should just play a 3rd. Like, no memes. It's not even a joke. This is serious. This is big serious. My Squawk? Not the Squawk, bro. Chill. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Your deck sucks. I love you, baby. I actually kind of want to be able to discard the Latias. If they bump this, I want to be able to go like discard. They bring up Squawk and bump my Stadium. No, I think I just hold the energy actually. I was thinking about putting it on the Squawk, but... What is the tech I'm not understanding around having 2? You can just draw with both of them. It's just more. It's literally Mew is literally just draw power. If you have 2 of them, you just draw twice with the Mews. Can you explain again why 2 Mew? It's just draw power. Second Mew is just more draw power. Every deck would play 4 Mew if you just had like an extra bench for 4 things. Well, as long as it wasn't a liability. But this deck is all liabilities. My deck is literally all liabilities. Look at them all. They're beautiful. The whole deck is liabilities. Dude, oh my gosh, they are so cooked. Why not 3 Mews? Like, 3 Mew could be reasonable. That's not unreasonable. The 3 Mew take isn't unreasonable, to be honest. When our whole bench is liabilities, we may as well have more. If we can have bench space for more liabilities that just draw more cards, why not? It just draws more cards. Also, pricing Mew really sucks in like the slower matchups like this. You either have one more bench space, another Mew. Three Mews can beat for a graph. True. Mew seems really situational. I mean, not really. Either we have a big hand, which means we're winning the game, which means we have everything we need, or we have a small hand, which means we want to draw cards with Mew. And the way our opponent beats us is by giving us a small hand. And then decks like Gardevoir and Dragapult don't have to draw prize cards. So they don't have to give us Fez draw. But they can't do anything about my Mew draw. How would you draw more from 2 than 1? If you do it once, don't you have more cards in your hand and wouldn't be able to use the second one? You should play the cards. Draw cards, play cards, draw cards. Repeat. Oh, hold up. You can't be... Oh, wait. I thought they had it all ready to go. I was like, yo, chill. Coming for us. Gotta get us with that Shadow Bind. Dude, I gotta cut these judges, bro. We gotta get the picnic basket in here for sure. Maybe a picnic basket and a jamming tower, just to have like some liability control. Because if we put, like, if we go wide, our opponent might just never bump our area 0. Because like, well, shoot, if I bump it now, they just get to fix their bench. So I'm just not gonna bump it, and then we bump it and body them. Owls and Raging Balls. What? You gotta play Owls and Raging Ball, bro. A big Pikachu will find you. Are you playing Squawk? We do have Squawk. Dude, we have like 6 million top decks here. 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Nest Ball, Squawkabilly, 4 Vessel. Yeah, the top decks here are literally infinite. We have infinite top decks. Crispin. Actually, Crispin's not that good. I take it back. Well, it depends what they leave in the active. Crispin's not that good. Okay. I mean, it's gotta be Squawk, right? Oh, Squawk could be prize here, though. Ooh. Oh. Squawky. Ooh. All right, hold up. Ooh. Okay, hold up. Oh, I could have got another... Maybe I should have got another guy. Eee. I'm getting +1 energy in play is not that big of a deal, right? No, not really. Don't say it. Gotta have the basket, just in case. I mean, it feels like we're in a pretty good spot from here. We'll see how things go, though. I'm not that familiar with this matchup, to be honest, so... One will hit the peak? No, we always just take the prize cards here. Prize cards are always more valuable here. One I view the most. And it's favorable for you? I mean, if we go second, we're feeling pretty good. But if they go second, it's definitely a lot sketchier. Definitely way sketchier if they go second. But it depends what, like, we can still pull off like a turn 1 2 prize knockout, of course, right? So. I don't even have to like stress to take a knockout here, right? I guess I just kind of have to chill, right? I have to go Crispin here. Fighting grass. Grass the hand. Fighting here. Cycle. I mean, I'll just KO active here, right? That's like fine. What's it? Okay, that's nice. I belong. Cycle of energy. Okay. Play. So I just go this active. Losing Fest here would actually kind of suck. I actually don't know which energy I'm gonna get rid of here. I can get rid of the lightning or the fighting or the grass. They're probably just gonna kill my Raging Ball, right? I have to find Slitherwing next turn. Is there already a fighting in here? There is. I think I'll just get rid of a grass. They're losing the ball anyways. I mean, maybe their best KO here is definitely my Fez. They should chase my Pheasantipity here, but now whether or not they will is kind of the question. It would have been really good for me to get Iron Bundle this turn. Punching a Pikachu was way better than KOing the Joltik for sure, but they can definitely win this. If they have like Power Glass here, if they play Power Glass and go Power Glass active. Alright, Mercy Board. See, they're just gonna go chase my Fez. They don't have Power Glass though. They need like a lot. They're fully loading that bench peak too. So if I do find the guy here, the question just is, will I find my Slitherwing? Do I need multiple Slitherwing in this matchup? I honestly might, to be honest. Could I have not benched Fez as well? Could I have held onto my Fez? Because like benching Fez was kind of sketch. Another reason that we might want a Night Stretcher, to be honest. One, two. I can give up this guy. It's fine. Get a single grass energy. I want to be able to draw with restart potentially. Okay, cool. So now I can go. Honestly, didn't remember if it was in here or not. And then draw one. Let's get the Fighting Lightning, actually. They have to KO my Slitherwing, and then I just go Raging Bolt punch, bench Raging Bolt, attach Lightning to Raging Bolt, and then we just basically win, right? Yeah. Should play a Clefable EX. What does that do? Can I get away with a single energy retrieval? Maybe I could. What if I went like one energy retrieval, one Night Stretcher? Would that be enough? That actually honestly might be enough. Or I could do like, maybe I do 2 Night Stretchers over an energy retrieval and a grass energy. Maybe that's the play actually. I kind of like that. Okay, well now they're making my Raging Bolt a factor. Ooh, okay. Sure. Retrieval 2 Stretcher? That's too much. What about just like 2 Night Stretchers? Actually, maybe I can get away with just 2 Night Stretchers. I definitely want a Night Stretcher, I think. I want a Night Stretcher. You think Monkey Door is a bit too strong? I don't know. I don't think about those kind of things. I just play the game. Oh, now they just lose to a Gust. There's also like a billion things there, to be honest. The energy retrievals do feel like a little bit overkill. Having like the raw grass energy almost just like feels better because like you can get it into play more aggressively, more consistently, which is like pretty good. I think having like the little tricks like the basket and the stadium bump is pretty good. I should check my prize cards a little bit more thoroughly there, but it's fine. Oh my gosh. All right, hold up. There we go. Got it. 2 of them. 2 Mews? What? Are you cheating? Nobody does that, man. You can't have 2 Mews in your deck like that, brother. Did I like misplay this? I feel like I misplayed this, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Squawkabilly's prize. Okay. Well, ooh. I think I did misplay there if Squawkabilly wasn't prized. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. I should definitely be just checking my prize cards. You're saying you like the Darumaka special art from or the Darmanitan? Darumaka. That's my guy right there. What's the reasoning for playing gear now rather than next turn? I could get Badooed. You're gonna hit me with that Badingus, man. I'm trying to get Dingus out here. Can I get a 4 Mew, 4 Squawk, 4 Carmine, 4 Colmel? Let me get a... Have you considered a... What's your opinion on ID at majors? I don't have one. It's fine. I'm actually wondering if yeah, I don't really care. Yeah, I don't care. Am I pro or... I'm not really pro or anti-IDs. They're fine. They're chilling. I guess if you're gonna have ties in a tournament format, you have to have. That's cringe. I could like boss KO this guy if I get a grass. Why not 4 Mews? Bro, I've been saying this. I'm just gonna put energy on this guy though, I think, just so he can't be trapped in the active. You won't tell nobody. Do I ever not cycle this? Why would I not cycle this? I don't really need more energy in play. Punching. What we're talking about? IDs? If you're gonna have ties in a tournament format, you need IDs have to exist. But if you're not gonna have ties in a tournament format, then dude, you bastard, it's fine to dude, when he's prized and then he's the first prize card, bro. Yeah, if you're gonna have ties in a tournament format, then you need to have IDs. But you don't necessarily need to have ties in a tournament format. But yeah, unfair stamp. Oh, what's that gonna do against 2 Mews? You dingus! What are you doing? I mean, it's obviously the correct play from them, but it's funny. Got the boss as well. Although it might be correct to not boss here, right? Is it ever correct to just not boss? Removing their energy from play is like pretty good. Also, just Crispin setting on my Raging Ball is also pretty good. Punch. Like breaking out of item lock is also pretty decent, to be honest. So I kind of like putting the pressure on them to like, because with how if this was a Dracloak, I would kill it, right? If this was a Dracloak, I would Gust KO it. But because it's not a Dracloak, I'm not really feeling pressured to go after it, to be honest. I'm kind of cool with chilling. These people are all playing the Dusknoir builds now. Like Dusknoir is definitely optimal for sure. Also, I guess they could commit 2 energy to this one now, then but that would be like really bad if they don't split their energy. I'm assuming they're gonna make the correct play and split their energy. If they split their energy, it actually might be correct to chase the Duskull, to be honest. We'll see. Want to use the first attack on Droopy last turn? They have Shaman. That doesn't really change anything. Wait, does that even do anything? Now I just go after the energy, right? I guess it forces me to discard more energy to attack. Oh, I get to use items? Hold up. Item cards? That's crazy. Latias? I even have a fighting in here? No, but I have a fighting prized. Do they have a way to be like really annoying, maybe? I don't even know what it would be, to be honest. Like, should I even set this Raging Bolt up? I almost feel like this is like overkill. Feels kind of overkill. Like I guess if they have Maractus here, I have Switch and Prime to be able to get around Maractus. That is another reason we might play another Switch card, to be honest. Is because of the stupid cactus. Is it better to cut 1 grass energy for 1 more fighting energy? No. 3 is fine. What are we playing in the online tournament? I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Is Cactus even worth running since everyone knows and is probably teched to switch out of it? Yeah, because it can still like stick. Yeah, like can still stick. Your opponent isn't always gonna have it, so. If they do replace my stadium here, what do I even get rid of? A Mew and a Raging Bolt? Or I guess I can get rid of Latias Mew. Well, no, leaving this guy in play is not good. I could get rid of Mew and Raging Bolt, I guess. That'd be fine. So they leave Dracloak in the active for another turn. I guess, yeah, sure. It's pretty chill. Now they have targets for, like, Prime Catcher, so I won't lose to Maractus. I can't switch boss anymore. Also, I'm forcing them to find a counter catcher next turn because I don't want to punch my little baby Bolt here. But I guess if we get Prime Catcher, we just Prime KO the guy. Are they going to punch this for 70? Am I missing something? You know why Christian played Petron EX in his Portland Raging Bolt? Yeah, for Maractus and Water Pawn. You just like push up your Fez and then retreat it. Are you trolling? I guess I just look for... Prime Catcher? I have no energy in my discard pile. I could actually just play the Crispin, I guess. Fail. Just running out of energy. Like I don't have any energy left. Does this ever hurt me? I don't think so. This board state feels pretty impervious, but maybe I'm missing something. Fighting energy would be the best prize card here. Gosh darn it. Bungle. Bungle. What are you running instead of Owl? List is in the Discord if you want to see it. Palpad is too much. Palpad's just not very good. It's just like such a slow card. Palpad, I think Palpad makes more sense in the Noctowl build because you can Noctowl for it. Palpad also makes sense when you play cards like Turo. If I played a Palpad in here, I would just play a third boss, I'm pretty sure. Okay, they might still have a play here. We don't just win. We're just in a really good spot, but it's not over yet. They still got some play left. Is not having to suck with Noctowl is the reason you prefer no Owl Bolt and also having Mew draw on board? Not having to uck with Noctowl. Do you mean suck or luck? You appreciate the 12 months there, Halliburton. Have you played the Ho Armors box? Nope. Fuck. Any time for the tournament tonight? Just put exclamation point online tournaments, I think, in chat. I'll give you the link. I'm pretty sure that's the thing. What did they put the damage? On my Mew? What is their play here? Kill double Mew? Or kill active kill Mew? They're not going to kill the Radiant. You have to kill this Radiant Ball, right? He has to die. It's not. I might do want a Radiant Bolt. I'm just going to go ahead and throw him down. It might be a little bit aggressive. I could have like discarded this one, to be honest. Very good. Our hand sucks. I mean, getting the fighting in the discard pile seems correct, and then getting fighting lightning here, and then attaching lightning active, and I guess at the very least I could KO Duskull next turn. I should check my prize cards, but it's whatever. I think maybe true that games with randomness in general are much harder to play 100% perfectly in, but playing 100% isn't what matters in the real world. Yeah, like to achieve a certain win rate in chess is harder than it is. Yeah, chess is just harder. Whatever the reasoning is for that, who knows, but it is just harder. Turo Monkey Dory? I actually don't, is this, I assume this is Pult, but maybe it's not Pult? It's probably still Pult, right? Okay, it is just still Pult. Okay. Nothing crazy going on here. Sure. You play chess? I do not know. Maybe no Badoo. It is possible they could whiff the do. They whiff the do, feeling pretty good. If they don't whiff the do, not feeling as good. Okay, feeling pretty good. Is correct sequencing here? I think so, right? Get these two. I want the fighting to be able to attach there, no matter what. The Ultra Ball away, Lightning Ultra Ball. Get a Pawnee. Bench Pawn. Cycle Pawn. I have what, one fighting, one lightning left? I don't really want to play the Vessel. I think I just go attach, draw one Pokegear. Maybe Vessel what I top deck. Okay. Get grass. I can just get double grass. What am I doing? Oh, does that even make sense though? What if they boss my Raging Ball? I don't want my Fighting or my Lightning. Yeah, I guess I want this then. Sure. The Lightning there, Fighting here, Lightning there. I mean, whiffing here would be terrible. Mobility. Second Mew. You ended up preferring Typhlosion without Fez. I think I ended up without it, but I'm still the jury's still out on that. I have no energy in the discard pile now. That's fine. Dude, I went through all 4 vessels already. What the heck? Dude, I want to play against some other matchups. I want to play against Grimmsnarl, dude. Why am I just hitting like literally Pult over and over and over again? I noticed Fez hasn't been on your board in any of these games. Yeah, because we always want to prioritize. Well, that's because I've been playing against Pult. Against Pult, you don't put Fez in play. Against other matchups, you do. 2 Squawker and then 2 Mew? No shot. I can see playing 2 Squawk and 2 Mew, though. I'm down for that. But yeah, yeah, you don't put Fez in play in the Pult matchup. It's just not a very good card to put in play aggressively. There are like situations in the late game where it's correct, but it hasn't come up for me, so. This game is over, man. It's over, it's over. So are you on high ladder? I don't know. There's no leaderboard, so you can't actually ever tell. But even then, people would have different takes on what high ladder is. But then we could at least like call to like stuff like, are you in, you could say like top 100, whatever. What are all your options for NAIC and why is it Grimmsnarl? True. Good question. Does Porygon stand a chance at NAIC? No. Weird. What if I just knock out the active here? I almost feel like knocking out the active is a better play, because like I could boss this. I mean, they might play Rare Candy, I guess. But they also might, I feel like they also play Neo Upper potentially. It definitely could be. I think it is a Neo Upper build. I kind of just like KO on the active. Yeah, sure. I'm kind of more scared of the option on Dusknoir than anything, to be honest. Like, this board has knockout on a thing already. Like, I just go Raging Bolt knockout. So would you rather punch a Shroodle or adopt a flock of Badoo? The Shroodle's got to take an L on this one, I think. I can't handle a whole flock. And it's not like they're in that aggressive of a spot anyways, right? Like if I just like, all right, cool. Now you need to find Neo Upper energy. Good luck, right? Like even if I leave that energy and play on the bench. Now you need to find Candy Dragon. And even if you find that, I'm going to KO that guy and then you have to find another guy. That's cool. I discarded my prime early, right? Yeah. For sure. Oh, this hand sucks. Got nothing. Maybe I don't even... I might not even play anything, to be honest. I might just attack. I kind of want to kill the Duskull, though. What was largest meta share? Consistently day 2 results and win results. BDIF. Maybe. I mean, largest meta share has nothing to do with the deck being good, though. Or being the BDIF. That shouldn't be, like, part of the... What's it called? Why do people care so much about BDIF? I don't know. It's like a disease in the Pokemon community. The carrying of the BDIF. It's just, like, not relevant to anything. I probably just hold this to cycle more, right? I don't want to bench another... I think we're just chilling and attacking. But if they gave me the Shaman KO, which means I can, like, snipe next turn. And KO stuff off the bench. Alright, we'll see how it goes from here. I don't have a ton of draw power on board, so if they have, like... If they have Iono KO this guy, we could whiff for sure. Because we don't have that much setup here, to be honest. But then they're not winning for, like, a while, so maybe we have time. Is it worth keep Rapska and Guardy over Shaman for Devo and Angelite? Definitely not worth it to worry about Angelite, probably. For Devo, I don't know. I'd have to test the Grimmsnarl matchup, probably. Shaman seems like the better inclusion, though. Rapska seems like it's not worth it anymore because of Shaman's existence, but I don't know for sure, to be honest. It's still a pretty powerful card. Like, having it against Dragapult, like, Dragapult can't do anything if you have that against Dragapult. Like, the little that Dragapult could do. Like, Dragapult Dusknoir is, like, fine into Guardy. It's unfavored, but it's, like, fine. But they just get farmed if you have a Rapska on your bench. You can't do anything. Well, now they can protect their Duskulls with their own Shaman now. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit more play in that matchup now, because you can protect the Duskulls a little bit better. I mean, they can still double Monkey Dorian, but it's a lot more to work for. I don't know. The TM Devo doesn't seem like that big of a deal against the deck as far as, like, Grimmsnarl goes, so... Shaman's probably just better, because, like, the big thing you're scared of is, like, I mean, the baby Raging Bull is, like, the biggest thing you're scared of, so, yeah, I don't know. So do you own any? I have no idea what that is. You show the list after this round? Nope, but it's in the Discord if you want to see it. Rapska does not prevent Team Devo. It's an attack your Pokemon is using, not the Pokemon's attack. No, I'm pretty sure it does prevent DMTivo. It prevents effects of attacks. It's still an effect of an attack. It's not stopping. Yeah, Rapska does protect Devo. It's not protecting effects of attacks from. No, it does. It does. Yeah, it stops Team Devo. I don't know how it's worded, but I know it stops Team Devo. Yeah, Rapska prevents Devo. Appreciate the prompts up there. Raz with Odin. Welcome to the pack. DMTivo. So have you decided the deck you're playing in the tourney tonight? I have not, no. How's the deck going so far? I think we lost once. Pretty good. Pretty good so far. So I assume they're going to pop Dusclops KO active, right? And then we're going to have to recover from that. Brisbane's just a dead card. Ooh, actually, it might not be. Brisbane actually might still be live here. I could get Grass plus Lightning. I don't know if I price. That's why you gotta check your prize cards. Can I say hi to you, NAC? Are you gonna punch me in the face and tell me my deck sucks? You can say hi, and I can tell you your deck sucks. It stops Devo because Rapska prevents effective attacks, and Devo's an effective attack, kind of like the interaction with Mist Energy and Team Devo. I guess it could be. I feel like it maybe could be worded in a way where it wouldn't stop Devo, but it does stop Devo. I don't know how it's worded, but I'm kind of curious how it's worded to know that it does stop Devo. You go first with this blind? No, you go second. If they pop this, though, they're still so far away from winning, I can just 2-KO the active. Okay. I assume I'm getting hand disrupted here. But I guess maybe I don't. It's possible they just like don't have it. And then actually it's kind of unfortunate for me because my hand sucks. I just want to know if there's a lightning energy in my deck. Dude, checking your prize cards is so important. I gotta do that more often. They play Professor's Research, right? Oh, they can still unfair me, right? Wait, they play Area Zero? Bro, Wide Pulse? That's new, bro. Well, I guess you have to have room for Badoo, Shaman, potentially Halucha, Duskull, and Monkey Dory. Wide Pult. Lightning Energy? Pretty good. I'm missing like a piece right here. Can they win next turn? They can't, right? No, they can't win next turn. Now, whether or not I have that in my deck doesn't matter, right? So I just cycle with Ogre Paw. I draw. I did have it in deck. What? Dude, I didn't even do anything.